Welcome to the Vault Excel. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. Please be safe while shopping in these stores, traveling, also ordering things online. Do not leave your boxes outside your home as not to show people what you have purchased. I recommend a security system just in case you get a porch pirate or two. Thank you for joining me. This is a very disturbing case coming out of New York City pertaining to an incident that took place in the women's bathroom at Macy's. Lord have mercy. You have to be careful everywhere you go. ABC 7 New York is the source.
Disoriented and worried in Manhattan criminal court after telling authorities she stabbed a mother in the back at Macy's because voices in her head told her she had to kill someone or she would be killed. Prosecutors say Miss Aherne went to the Macy's in Herald Square Thursday night after being discharged from Manhattan Psychiatric Center the same day. They say she bought the knife at the department store during the holiday rush and found a random mother changing her baby's diaper in the bathroom. As she plunged the knife into the mother, the baby girl fell to the floor. The victim was able to hold her attacker with the help of the baby's father until security arrived. They were in town visiting from California. The alleged attacker, Miss Aherne, prosecutors say, had been staying at Manhattan Psych Center for over a year. She has no criminal history in New York, but was arrested in 2018 in her hometown in Massachusetts for posting on Facebook threatening to kill Senator Elizabeth Warren and threatening to get a gun and shoot someone at a local police station. Miss Aherne left Massachusetts in an Uber in 2024 while out of the hospital on temporary leave, allegedly saying she could not tolerate hospitals any longer and would rather be in prison. The judge ordering Miss Aherne to stay behind bars without bail. She told the judge, quote, "I don't want to go to another hospital because they did not help me." If convicted of the top charge of attempted murder in the second degree, Miss Aherne could face up to 25 years in prison.
The victim was visiting from California. She's 38 years of age. She was stabbed in the back, slashed in the arm, and was taken to the hospital where she was said to be stable. The victim's partner told Eyewitness News on Friday that she is resting and getting better. The victim and the child's father worked for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Prosecutors said she had a documented psychiatric history and had been discharged the morning of the assault from the Manhattan Psychiatric Center where she had been for over a year. Aherne told authorities the voices in her head told her to kill someone or she would be killed, so she purchased a knife from Macy's and stabbed the mother while she was changing her baby's diaper. Aherne later told police that she had been hospitalized for psychiatric problems. Prosecutors said Aherne had been arrested once again in 2018 in Massachusetts for posting to Facebook she wanted to unalive Senator Elizabeth Warren. She left Massachusetts in an Uber 2024 while out of the hospital on a temporary leave and allegedly said she could not tolerate hospitals any longer and would rather be in a prison. Kerri Aherne, 43, of Tewksbury, Massachusetts, is charged with attempted murder in connection with the seemingly unprovoked attack. Officials say she's believed to be homeless and does not have any prior arrests in New York. She told a judge who ordered her behind bars without bail that she doesn't want to go to another hospital because they did not help me. A Macy's spokesperson released a statement saying, "We are deeply saddened about the incident that took place today, as the safety of our customers and colleagues is our top priority. We kindly defer any further questions to the local authorities." Ahern's next court date is December 17, which is next week. If convicted of the top charge of attempted murder, she faces up to 25 years in prison. ABC 7 is the source. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I went to Miss Ahern's Facebook page. She has not been active on that page since 2018. And when you go to the page, it seems like she lives in a imaginary world of TV shows and random posts where she's babbling about her day and what she did and what she likes and don't like, and I know I'm complaining and blah, blah, blah. She seems detached from the world. Perhaps we're dealing with a person who is schizophrenic does not like being confined to a hospital, but it is obvious that she doesn't need to be free because she stabbed this lady in a bathroom while she was changing her baby. This is scary as hell. This is why it goes to show you it does not matter where you go, who you are. You do not have to bother people, say anything out of the way. You do not have to have an altercation for somebody to decide they want to hurt you. This woman is lucky to be alive. And thank God she had somebody else there with her. Because imagine had she been in the bathroom on her own, no baby, and just slumped over in a stall, stabbed. Somebody would just think she's just sitting there on the toilet until they see the blood running down onto the floor. This is bad. And yes, the judge got it right. No bond. She doesn't deserve a bond. She's homeless. She's a wanderer, drifter. She doesn't need to be out. Don't know how long she's been free. Well, I guess they said that morning she got out. Excuse me. She did get out that morning that she stabbed the lady. Excuse me. But the point is, she's not well. Posting to social media, she wanted to unalive a senator, shoot up a police station. That's a sign of a very detached individual. And when you, as I said, when you go to Miss Ahern's a Facebook page, Aherne, first name Kerri, capital letter Kerri. She only has about 12 friends on that page, and it's nothing but rambling. Just a person rambling like a child. Just, I don't like this. I don't like that. This makes me sick. Barf, barf, barf. That's all that's on Facebook. The few scrolls I made, it wasn't even worth, continuing down the page. She's not well. And when you see a person has all this animated stuff on their content pages, cartoons, animation, TV shows, it shows you that was her world, make believe. She's more attached to TV programs. She wasn't living in the here and the now. So it didn't shock me that she was hearing voices, because all you have to do is look at the Facebook page. The Facebook page tells you everything. And I think most of you know this, when you go down people pages, you can tell what type of person you're dealing with when you look at a person's post, whether they're their own post or they're sharing somebody else's post. If it's always about death and gloom and being sad, you would kind of think, well, this person's not feeling very well. They're not in a good space. They're not in a good space. And sometimes it's best to, break it up a little bit. Share something happy, share something sad, share something informative. But complaining every day on a live stream or post, it's daunting for people to get the notification and see you're ranting about this and that all day long. You're not sharing anything happy. But who could expect her to be happy if she's mentally ill? So, it's a flip of the coin. Kerri Aherne, 43, arrested in New York City for stabbing a female tourist inside of a Macy's restroom. And the interesting part is these two people work for the sheriff's department. Don't know what they do out there in California, if they're deputies or what. But the lady was able to free herself. Her and her partner were able to subdue this lady until authorities came to arrest Miss Aherne. Very interesting. How scary that must be to be sitting in a bathroom, standing up or sitting on the toilet, whatever, trying to change your child. And somebody just busts through a door and starts stabbing you. And that's a tight spot if you're on the toilet. Let's keep it real. That's not the place you want to get attacked. I don't care who's attacking you. No one wants to be attacked in a small bathroom stall, because you're going to have to be quick on your feet to try to get yourself out of that situation. And luckily, this was a woman and she was able to get her bearings. So you got to remember, the baby's on the floor. So she's probably stepping over her kid and fighting with this thing, this mentally disturbed female. I can't even imagine what it would even look like on camera, if there was a camera to even, you know what I'm saying, which would be against privacy. But to see a person in a stall with a kid and the baby's on the floor while this woman is trying to protect her and this kid, her own kid, from this crazy person wielding a knife. I can't imagine. And thank God the baby won't remember this. I don't know how old the child is. They did not say in the article how old the baby is. But hopefully it's a smaller child and won't have any memory of this. And another thing is the baby could have gotten injured by falling on the floor. You know, bathroom towels are very hard in restrooms. So even if the mother was, let's say, sitting on the toilet and holding the baby to change the baby's diaper, even if it's a short fall, it's still a baby if it's a newborn or infant. This is crazy to me. It's the holiday season. This is the time for sharing, laughing, joy, shopping, traveling, meeting with your friends and family, sharing good times, not warning off someone trying to stab you in the bathroom, stabbing you, literally stabbing you in a restaurant. I saw this earlier. I said, I have to share this with the network. This is terrible. Thank God the lady is alive. Thank God the baby is okay. And thank God she was able to get herself out of that restroom and her partner was able to subdue this lady. I don't know how it all went down. Getting out the bathroom, maybe the lady got scared, finally decided to run out, or the lady was chasing her out with the baby. I don't know. But I know this is a horrible story that could have ended up much worse. And Miss Aherne, you'll be facing a lot of time in prison. So you're sitting here telling a judge, please don't send me back to a hospital. And they possibly will put her back in a hospital, a secure hospital, like a prison like hospital for the mentally insane. But either way, you're getting ready to go right back to what you loathe. Don't know if she's taking her meds or not, if she had meds that morning. Where's her family? Where's her family? Was anybody visiting her while she was in that hospital for a year? And when you go back on her Facebook page, you can see that there were things wrong with her just by the way she talked. There's something wrong with her. Something is wrong with her. May have been wrong a long time. That's why she was committed to a hospital. And as you know, many states don't have hospitals to house people. Knoxville is trying to build a hospital for about 30 beds, but they need more than that because there are a lot of mentally ill people here in Knoxville that don't need to be walking around on the streets either. And people just don't understand. It costs a lot of money to house people that are mentally insane, just like it is housing people in prisons and jails. It costs. But sadly, a lot of people don't need to be walking around because a lot of people who commit crimes, they are mentally ill. They are schizophrenic. They have, they hear voices, and that's what she's claimed. Something told her to buy a knife. You have to kill someone in order for you to live. A voice told her that. And sadly, she's going to go back to the place she does not want to be, which is confined. And a jail is way worse than, to me, a mental hospital. Because I'm sure in a mental hospital, they've got rooms that they can go in and sit and watch TV and play board games and, have visitors. You know what I'm saying? It maybe not as confined as a prison cell. Prison cell, you might have 5, 6 people in a cell, but you ain't got the 2 beds in there. Say, whoa. So you're crying about what you don't like about the mental hospital, Miss Aherne. You're now in a jail in New York City. And I'm sure it ain't nice. Because we've heard about New York City jails. They are not nice. So you know that old saying, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Well, that's where Miss Kerri is now, confined. Prayers to this woman and her baby. Prayers on their safe journey back to California. I'm sure after this trip, they'll probably never come back to California because that would be a bad memory to hold on to. Going to New York for the holidays to only get stabbed inside of a Macy's bathroom while changing your child's diaper or which is whatsoever. That's terrible. And I can see how a person would also become claustrophobic. They won't feel comfortable in small spaces because that would be the first thing that comes to their mind, being stabbed. This lady needs all the prayers in the world right now. And I'm glad nothing happened to the child because the baby could have been trampled on while these two were fighting in this bathroom. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible. You all have a wonderful weekend. Happy holidays to everybody. Please be safe out there. Be aware of your surroundings while shopping, especially at nights. The mall is packed here in Knoxville, West Town Mall. These people are really shopping. I don't know what the hell they're buying, but they're buying something. Be careful, everyone, while out shopping. Also shopping online. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $Big Angie, 129 Cash App, stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. Follow me on the Newsbreak app. Also, check out my extensive library of over 5,000 videos, shorts, posts, and polls to my community page. Thank you for joining me. Please be safe. That's all I ask. Everyone is safe this holiday season. You have been listening to the Fall Sale.